What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mel Monkey coming at you once again. And today we're going to be talking about Green Lantern Wanted Hal Jordan by Jeff Johns, art by Ivan Reyes and Daniel Acuna. Let's get into it. Story starts off with a little bit of a flashback of what happened to Hal Jordan and his squad mates during the 1 year gap when DC jumped 1 year later. Turns out that Hal Jordan, he was captured behind enemy lines with Rocket Man and Cowgirl, his two wingmates, by some terrorists. And the only reason they were captured for like 8 months is because Hal Jordan, dumbass that he is, left his Green Lantern ring in his locker because he didn't want to have a safety net when he flies his planes. So, he and his squad mates there, they were captured and tortured for months. And it showed the story of how they escaped because in the previous volume it showed them receiving like medals and stuff, but now we're getting the real story. And wouldn't you know it, Cowgirl, she gets sent on another mission to strike at the enemy again, but she doesn't tell Hal Jordan about it. And so once Hal finds out, he flips out and he takes off Green Lantern and he goes to save her. Because guess what? She's in need of saving. But of course, this is not going to be easy for Hal because he runs afoul of the Global Guardians. And the Global Guardians are this team of superheroes that I guess I'm not really sure who they are. I think they formed like during 52 or whatever. I skipped reading it. I didn't want to be bogged down by reading 52 issues to 52 again. I figured I would just stick to the main books. But apparently there's some treaty, and Hal Jordan's violating it by going into Russian airspace because he's American, and superheroes are supposed to stick to their own countries. But Hal Jordan's like, I'm the Green Lantern of the entire space sector. This treaty doesn't apply to me. Well, Russia doesn't see it that way, so they send the Red Rockets after him. But he's already caught by the Global Guardians and captured, and it's just one big, as JR would say, a slobber knocker. Then the story cuts. We see a new character, at least new to me here, named Amon Sur, who is the son of Aben Sur, who was the Green Lantern who died and gave his ring to Hal Jordan. Now, Amon, he despises Hal Jordan because he sees Hal Jordan as, having his legacy. He wanted his father's ring. So he's come to Earth to kill Hal Jordan and claim the Green Lantern ring. And he's been the one who's been putting bounties on Hal's head this whole time since Hal's been back alive, since Green Lantern Rebirth. So anyway, we jump again to Arkillo on the planet Quard, who's sending out yellow rings to recruit for the Sinestro Corps, and one of them just happens to come to Earth. And guess who it goes to? Batman. That's right, because Batman has the ability to instill great fear. But the ring gets on Batman's finger. We have a great moment of seeing what Batman would look like if he were a Sinestro Corps member. Gotta sell those toys. And he rejects the ring, of course. And because he rejects the ring, it goes to someone a little bit later I'll touch on as the review keeps rolling. So like I said, we got a big slobber knocker going down in Russia. The Justice League get involved. They ultimately end up saving Hal. And Hal then goes on to save Cowgirl. But then he gets caught by a bounty hunter and taken to Amon Sur, who is in the desert, waiting for Hal to be captured. And once Hal gets there to the desert, he makes Hal show him where he buried his father, and he digs up his bones. And, Hal, they start fighting right there over the corpse of Amon Sur. And this is when Batman's rejected Yellow Lantern ring goes to Amon Sur because he also apparently has the ability to instill great fear. Uh-oh. Now, right before Amon is going to kill, Hal, because Hal's ring has been drained at this point, he puts on the yellow ring. The yellow ring says, oh, you got to come to the antimatter universe, to planet Quard for training. So before he could, do the killing blow, he gets whisked away, like I said, to planet Quard, and that's that. Hal barely escapes. And the final two issues in this volume of Green Lantern deal with the Zamarans and the Star Sapphire, which is it's a whole thing. I'll let you read it for the details, but it basically is a way to reintroduce Carol Ferris back into the story. And we find out something pretty shocking about her here. I won't spoil it for you. But, needless to say, there's a new power ring in town. As the Zamarans, they take the Star Sapphire and they melt it down and create the pink ring. So now we got the Green Lantern rings out there, we got the Sinestro Corps yellow rings out there, and we got these new pink Star Sapphire rings. And things are kicking off here pretty quickly. Things that I liked about the volume, I really enjoyed the story. I liked the flashback, seeing how Hal and his teammates, they escaped the first time. And then, Hal going back as a Green Lantern and like mopping the floor with a terrorist, saving Cowgirl, who he's dating now, by the way, because I guess that became a thing in the 1 year gap. Uh, just for, Carol Ferris to, come strolling back in to Hal's life, it creates a lot of drama right there. And of course, that ties in with the Star Sapphires. And this volume is just really firing on all cylinders. Just great stuff. The art, Ivan Reyes, he draws the first part of the story. And Daniel Acuna, who has that painterly style, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy, comes in for the 2 Star Sapphire issues. And the art style actually works for those issues. You'll see what I mean when if you read them yourself. It's more of like a love story, like a romantic thing. And so the painterly style fits. It wasn't jarring like it was way back when I complained about it before. Yeah, so all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give Green Lantern Wanted Hal Jordan 5 out of 5. It's pretty, just good stuff right here. Green Lantern's really hitting its stride. The next volume of Green Lantern kicks off the Sinestro Corps War, and it just gets crazier from there. Can't wait to read it. Hear me doing this reread. I got here in a matter of days, whereas if I was reading real time, issue to issue, this would have been years in the making. It's all about to kick off for us. So I hope you stay tuned. Until next time, I'll see you there.